7 Self-discipline habits you must develop without a doubt. If you want to become successful, you need to develop self-discipline. According to Brian Tracy, a motivational speaker and author, the secret of successful people is that they run their lives according to the principles of self-discipline. He argues that self-discipline helps people overcome their human weaknesses and adopt positive habits. As a result, they are more likely to be promoted quickly and achieve personal goals. Principles of self-discipline are essentially about making good decisions and sticking to them. This way, you don't have to worry about falling back into old habits. Whether you want to lose weight, stop smoking, exercise, eat healthily, you must be disciplined enough to do it. You can't achieve all of these goals in one day. Self-discipline is a process in which you control your emotions, actions, and goals. It involves learning to value your time and space and creating a schedule for each zone. It is also important to set aside time for personal activities. To do so, you need to have a written agenda so that you don't forget to prioritize things. Self-discipline is an essential part of leadership and should be developed in leaders and followers. As a leader, you should not only inspire others but also challenge them. It is important to remember that self-discipline is not easy, but it's the only way to change your life for the better. Henceforth, let's view 7 self-discipline habits you must develop without a doubt. Shall we? Hello dear viewers. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to TKI, theknowledgeinsights.com. Being part of your fine lifestyle. Before we start, click the subscribe button below, also the bell icon, as we have more insights to share with you for your fine living. Let's get started. Number 1. Make active goals. Creating active goals can build self-discipline in many ways. For instance, if you have a goal to become more successful, you can choose to spend less time on trivial matters. Instead, you can spend more time on the things that are most important to you. By forming systems that make the process of achieving a goal simple, you can establish good habits. Creating active goals can also build self-discipline in other areas of your life. It's important to start small and gradually increase your self-discipline. To do this, it's best to create SMART goals that are relevant and specific. You should also break down your goals into sub-goals to increase the chances of achieving them. You should list the reasons why you want to achieve each goal. This helps you determine what will drive you to follow through. The more you use self-discipline, the stronger it becomes. Number 2. Understand your boundaries. Self-discipline is the process of paying attention to your actions while doing something. It can be gentle and consistent. Developing self-discipline begins with setting reasonable goals. If you fail to achieve these goals, you might need to modify those goals. As you begin to develop self-discipline, be aware of your feelings. You might feel excited, proud, or energized. It is also helpful to keep a journal of your progress. This will help you reinforce your positive changes and increase your self-discipline. You can also apply your new skills to other aspects of your life. For instance, you could practice focusing on work for an hour and avoid eating junk food for a day. Another way to increase self-discipline is to set limits. You may want to spend time with friends, but prioritizing them over your studies can hinder your discipline. You should also have a separate time for fun and leisure. Setting limits will make you disciplined and help you avoid getting caught up in other things. Self-discipline is an excellent trait to have, especially when it comes to studying. It guides your actions and thoughts and forms the foundation for achieving long-term goals. Self-discipline is a great skill to develop and hone while in college. Self-discipline helps you stay focused in class and make sure you don't miss your deadlines. Self-discipline is especially important for college students who have to rely on themselves to stay on track academically. Number 3. Mental strength preservation. Preserving willpower is a smart investment in your future. Willpower can propel you to success and profitability. A recent study looked at the impact of willpower on our decision-making. In the experiment, grad students were asked to remember a random number. Half were given a 7-digit number, while the other half were given 2 digits. The students were then asked to choose a snack from a menu. Those who remembered a 7-digit number were more likely to select a chocolate cake. Studies have shown that preserving willpower is crucial to achieving positive life outcomes. It is linked to better grades, higher self-esteem, lower rates of substance abuse, greater mental and physical health. People with high levels of willpower are less likely to be victims of violence and have greater levels of financial security. In addition, individuals with higher levels of self-control tend to make better decisions as adults. Individuals with low self-control show different brain patterns when they are faced with tempting stimuli. One study found that people who had high willpower in childhood were more likely to save more money in their adulthood. This study was part of a larger study on how willpower affects decision-making. The participants were tracked from birth to age 32 as part of a large health study in Dunedin, New Zealand. In addition, those who had higher levels of self-control in childhood had better physical and mental health, better savings behavior, and better financial security. Number 4. Controllable behavior. Creating habits takes time and commitment. You need to block out time in your calendar for this task. This will allow you to focus your full attention. Consider the following example. Michelle is most productive early in the morning. Once she gets home from work, she is tired and can't focus on her learning. When you have a routine, it is much easier to keep up with it. For example, turning out the lights can become a habit. By creating a cue that signals the end of an action, she can train her brain to switch into automatic mode and reduce her utility bill. A routine that saves energy will also help her home budget. Good habits will improve your physical and mental well-being. They will decrease your risk of serious ailments. In addition, they will allow you to build on your strengths and increase your chances of success. A habit will also help you manage the chaos in your life. A habit is a pattern of behavior that repeats over again. It may be triggered by a cue, a routine, or a reward. Understanding how a habit works is essential to gaining control over it. In order to do this, you need to identify its cue, routine, and reward. Number 5. Minimize the risks. There are a number of benefits to identifying obstacles in the workplace. These include creating a culture of trust and empowerment, preventing attrition, and increasing morale. It's also an excellent way to build team loyalty. Finally, it can increase productivity and employee satisfaction. If you're unsure of how to get started, start with your vision and work backwards to overcome obstacles. The process of identifying and overcoming obstacles helps us learn from our mistakes. By doing so, we improve our ability to deal with difficult people and situations. It also helps us develop self-control. Once we're able to identify and overcome obstacles, we're better equipped to tackle similar problems in the future. Number 6. Determine your success. For instance, measuring the success of your business can make the difference between it thriving or crumbling. The right measurements will guide your advertising efforts and website layout and will prevent mistakes. They can also help you understand the strengths and weaknesses of your business. By measuring your success, you can find out what needs improving and where your weaknesses lie. The most important measure of success is not money or status. It is freedom. Freedom comes from sharing ideas and resources. You may be rich or poor, but you can choose to live your life the way you want to. Success is about finding ways to make the most of your limited time and make the most of it. Success metrics can also help you understand the performance of different teams. By connecting teamwork to company goals, success metrics can help your team to prioritize tasks. They also help gauge new initiatives and determine how effective they are. Besides, success metrics serve as benchmarks that can measure if your strategies and tactics are working. Moreover, financial performance can be measured and analyzed in order to keep your business in a positive cash flow. Positive cash flow is crucial for your business because it ensures that it has sufficient capital to continue operations. Number 7. Utilize your personality. Self-discipline is the power to control your actions and stick to a course of action. It pushes you to do quality work and helps you stay focused on achieving your goals. It is like a muscle that can help you reach your goals and persevere through adversity. One study in Zurich found that people can change their personality in as little as 2 weeks. This study focused on 255 people, who were divided into 2 groups based on their personality changes. Participants were tested using questionnaires filled out by 3 people they knew, before and after the experiment. The observers did not know the participants' goals. A good way to improve your self-discipline is to set SMART goals. SMART goals are those that are measurable, realistic, and achievable. You should also consider what skills and abilities you will need to achieve the goals. Remember that failure is part of the learning process. Try to learn from your mistakes and reward yourself for your successes. Don't give up too quickly. Self-discipline requires practice. Another popular self-discipline technique is to practice meditation. This technique reduces stress and helps you focus. This is very important if you want to achieve your career goals. Similarly, making your bed first thing in the morning is an excellent self-discipline technique. This small act will give you a sense of accomplishment and will help you work more productively during the day. Takeaway: developing self-discipline allows you to take action in spite of setbacks. It also allows you to stay away from negative influences such as toxic people and pessimists. This self-discipline can be very useful in various areas of life, including career and personal relationships. Self-discipline also contributes to self-worth. Feeling good about yourself increases your self-esteem, which in turn increases your willingness to tackle the next issue. Once you have built your confidence, you can leverage that momentum and tackle bigger challenges. Developing self-discipline isn't easy. It takes practice and dedication. Self-discipline also empowers people by giving them the tools to manage stress. It also makes it easier for people to build relationships with others, which leads to happier and healthier lives. Dear viewers, we believe that seeing this video would have piqued your interest and sparked your curiosity. We'd appreciate it if you could leave us a remark in the comments section below. As always, we appreciate hearing from you.